Have y'all noticed something going on strange lately? There. Team Taco, you fake ass patriots. Trump's reporters, yeah, I'm talking to you. Have you noticed something strange going on lately? Yeah, you're getting dumber. I'm glad you picked up on that. We've been watching it this whole time, like a train wreck. Been watching it happening. And I was wondering because y'all seem to be oblivious to it. And I'm like, well, maybe nobody's told them, or something like that. Which that would be wrong if nobody told you. That's why I'm telling you right now. I was like, I'm saving on that brain cell that's in there. That's been ricocheting around giving you a headache, I'm wanting to save on that one. And I was figuring that y'all didn't know because y'all was acting like you was oblivious to the whole thing, So you do know that you're getting dumber. And that's the first step right there to saving yourself. You need to do something about it, like quick, fast, and in a hurry, because you don't got a lot of time left there, because, it's getting there. It's stage 9, like Trump said, stage 9 is where you're at. But anyway, we see this happening to you, and I was figuring, what it could have been. That Peter Thiel fella right there, that Peter Thiel, that Christian nationalist billionaire with a husband, No, it don't have to make any sense, y'all. It's MAGA land, Magadonia, ain't nothing makes sense over there. It ain't got to make no sense. But yeah, Christian nationalist billionaire feller with a husband. Yeah, that dude right there. Anyway, that's the guy there that old Krasnov, Donald F. and Trump, signed up in a contract with there. But that dude's company, Palantir, so that he could drone swarm all of us. It's called the hive mind is what it is, the way these drones operate. They all communicate to each other with the AIs and stuff, and they're just going to fill up our skies with them, and that way they can monitor all of us, all of our movements and our transactions, every little thing we do, just micromanages. Probably give us a social credit score like they do over there in the Chinas too, because that right there is called Make America First. Yeah, that's freedom. Boy, freedom. That's what y'all voted for right there. Anyway, a dictator. So anyway, that's what they're doing there with those things, and eventually come for all of our guns. Yeah, that's what they're going to do because y'all voted for it. But anyway, that fella right there, I think what's happening, he's shooting y'all up in the brain buckets with his lasers there, his drone lasers, and it's possible. Why couldn't it be possible? I mean, y'all were saying that the Democrats got space lasers that they were steering hurricanes with up into the Trump countries. Y'all said it last year, right? Hurricane season. You said it was Democrat space lasers was doing it, And I even went out there and did some mathing on it, tried to figure out what's going on, if that's true or not. Only way they could do it, bunch of damn kitty litter. They'd have to have a whole bunch of kitty litter to dump in the eye of that hurricane to turn it into a kitty cat so it'd start chasing laser pointers. That's the only way they could do it, So I don't think they did myself, but look, at least I was trying to figure it out for y'all, This right here, I'm trying to figure out for y'all too. And I think it's the drone lasers that Peter Thiel, Christian nationalist gay feller, he is shooting you in the brain bucket, just bouncing driving that one last brain cell insane. It's bouncing all over the place. That's probably why you're getting headaches. That's probably why that's happening. But anyway, it ain't just happening to y'all either. It's happening to Krasnov, the Donald F. and Trumps. I saw him up there in the White Houses where he's squatting at, turn it back into a peel mill in a trap house. I saw him up in there just the other day. He said at the Declaration of Independence, it caused the Civil War, y'all. He said it. Come out of his big orange fat mouth, y'all. He said it right there. And I was like, man, that dude's stupid, And the thing is, I think that Peter Thiel, he's getting him up in his brain bucket too with that drone laser, making him even dumber. Well, I thought the same thing, y'all. But look, it is possible, apparently. I mean, look, it's right there happening. I mean, looking right at it, So it is possible. I mean, we're finding new things out about science and stuff all the time, about physics and things and the way the universe works. So apparently we don't understand we don't grasp all of stupidity and how it works, So I don't know exactly, if can you be negative dumb? That's a good question. You have to put that on paper there, work that one out. I mean, does a negative dumb and a positive dumb equal a negative dumb? Nobody knows until we put it on paper and work that out, what I'm telling you. So we're in the beginning stages of starting to research y'all really good and all. It's going to take hundreds of years. But anyway, he's getting dumber and dumber, and his staffers are aware of it too, because now then there's murmurs there in the White House, There's whispers going on in the White House saying that the man he ain't fit to be serving office. They said he ain't fit, you know. And the thing is, we was telling y'all that a long time ago. The dude's a effing lunatic, you know. That's what we were saying to you. But y'all were already dumb, you know, so you weren't listening to nothing. So, and now you're getting dumber. So anyway, he ain't fit, they're saying. So they're already trying to make that move right there to make the J.D. Vance, I'm a real boy, to make him president, because that's been the plan all along. They used Donald F. and Trump there to as a vehicle to the White House there, so that then Christian nationalist folks can get in there and take over, you know, and start rounding up all of our little girls and putting them in breeding camps and stuff like that. Good old Nazi stuff, you know what I mean? Because that's what you voted for. But anyway, I was just letting you know that we know that you're getting dumber, and you can tell too by the way that it is. Because just a few weeks ago, y'all were saying, no new wars, no new wars. And now you're saying, give us war, give us war. You see what I mean? It's real easy to pick up on. You should actually look in the mirror and watch yourself sometime. You might pick up on it. But anyway, speaking of that war, I don't think it's coming, y'all. I don't think we're going to join in that war. And you know how I know? Donald F. and Trump kind of said so, y'all. He said that he'd let us know in 2 weeks. That means he put it in the 2-week pile, y'all. If it's in the 2-week pile, it means it ain't never coming. It's right there in the same pile as healthcare and infrastructure, you know, the 2-week pile. Yeah, it's coming in 2 weeks. That's the pile that it's in, which means it's never coming, y'all. So we should feel pretty safe about that, you know. As long as it's in the 2-week pile, it means never. So anyway, y'all, I just wanted to let y'all know that it is very, very painfully obvious that you're getting dumber and dumber. And we didn't think it was possible either, y'all. But like I said, we're finding out new things all the time, you know. So we will be studying on y'all for hundreds of years to make sure this never happens to our country again, okay? Inmate Trump.